guys, Miss Charlie here with another eyeshadow collection video. We did A through B. Now we're going to do C, D, and E because I have quite a lot of C's, which is mostly ColourPop. So we're going to go through those. But in this basket here, we're going to start with these, which is some C's and some D's and some E's. Okay, we're going to start with these here, C's, and then I'm going to do all of the ColourPop ones together. So we're going to start with these. This is the Coastal Scents Reveal 2. This came out a very long time ago. There was a 1, but it was a different color story. I liked this particular color story, and I remember searching for this because I couldn't find it for a while. I think it was out of stock. I think I got this on eBay or something like that. But I really got a lot of use out of this. This was when I was in my neutral phase. This was back in like 2012, 2011, things of that nature. So that's how long I think I've had this palette, for that long. And I loved it. I loved it. Coastal Scents is no longer a brand, so this is mostly collectors now. I do use it, but it's mostly just for collectors because I love Coastal Scents. And I have been using this color here in my Franken brow powder. I've been using the KVD Monarch palette colors in there. I used to use some of the colors in there for my brows, and then I just went ahead and, you know, using it more. And then I started using this too to mix in to make my Franken brow powder. This is KVD, this, and it is also a couple of Ione brow powders from the Dollar Tree, and I just mixed them all in there together. And also I think there's a convertible brow in there as well. Mixed it all together, but that's what I'm using this for. So basically I have this for nostalgia purposes. Then we have the Corazona eyeshadow palette in Loving You. This was a gift from Instagram friend Nydia. She's from Spain, and this is a Spanish indie brand. These shadows are beautiful. The formula is nice. Really enjoy it. And I think they have a couple other palettes, and I like a blue shadow. I am a sucker for blue shadows, and these are quite nice, and I appreciate her sending this to me and giving me the opportunity to try out this Spanish brand. The Clionadh Dragon Fruit palette. I have some Clionadh singles. They're expensive, and then the shipping from Canada is crazy. I did buy some singles. I bought one of their little bundles that was on sale when they had them in the round packaging, and then I bought some of the square ones. But I was like, I want to add more Clionadh to my collection, but I don't want to spend $17, $15 for an individual eyeshadow, plus at the time it was $15 shipping. I don't know what it is now. I'm like, I had to make it make sense as far as my wallet. So when they came out with the palette, I said, well, that would work better because I'm getting more shadows and it's going to be cheaper on me in the long run. And this used to come in a plastic iridescent packaging, but mine broke, and I did put it on Instagram that it had broke, and they reached out to me and asked if they could send me the new packaging, which is cardboard. And I was like, yeah, sure, thank you so much. I appreciate them for reaching out to me. And this is the cardboard packaging. So I had taken them all out because they are magnetic and put them in a Z palette. And when they sent this to me, I did do a video, which I'll link below if you'd like to watch it, of me, you know, inserting them in and swatching them. But these are absolutely gorgeous, and it was an easier, cheaper way for me to add Clionadh shadows to my collection without busting my bank account to hell. So these are beautiful colors, ones that I love. I love greens, I love purples, and I love their dual and multi-chromes. This color Bubbles is gorgeous. Dragon Teeny is beautiful. and the greens Dragonfly. They're all so nice and so smooth and beautiful. So shiny. So nice. And again, a good way to add colors from the brand front to my collection without having to buy them individually. I have this Colored Rain Vivid Pigments. This was a gift from my bestie. I love bright colors, and Colored Rain, it's a black-owned business, so these colors are saturated for deeper skin tones. They don't make this anymore because Colored Rain, I don't believe is around anymore, but so you can't get this. But it was a nice addition to my collection because I love color. I love colorful shadows, and I like something that's going to show up on my skin tone. I mean, I'm not that dark, but still I want something that's going to be vibrant. Look at that. Oh wow. And I love a good red, and that is beautiful. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. Then we have these three from Copacetic. I am an affiliate of Copacetic, so if any of these are available, I will link them below, and then you can use my code if you like to get some money off. I do have a ton of their singles as well if you want to check out some of the singles I have. Swatches, I have swatch videos of all of my single Copacetic shadows, so I'll link that below. But this is the first one that I got. This is the Companion with M. Jones from Instagram. Again, I got her palette from the collab she did with Bella Beauty Bar because she is a friend of a friend. And this is her color story. Some of these, they're very flaky because M. Jones likes flakies, and she even has a tutorial on Copacetic to show you how to use how to apply flaky eyeshadows. So if you want to check that out on the Copacetic website, please do if you're having problems with flaky shadows and how to apply them to keep them from, going everywhere. But these are all named after family and friends. One of these is named after her sister, and I remember her reaching out to me because it was her sister's birthday, and those of us who had the palette, she wanted us to do a look with her sister's color, and we did that. And then this color here is called Jessica, which is named after our friend Jessica, who loves green. It looks white, but it is a green reflect. And this one is kind of a green pink. This has a white base. It's got a little bit of pink in it. And then Jessica's is a green flip. The Haze, which is a collaboration with, I didn't put it on here, but I will list it here. I think this was also a collaboration, and this is absolutely beautiful if you like blue purple tones. It's absolutely stunning. This color here in the middle is called Copacetic, and then we'll do Exquisite. That I see purple, you see blue. This one is a teal and a bit of purple. So nice, so nice. Let me put that back in there because I do keep these in here to help a little bit with the mess. And then I have the Bookish Beauty, which is their collaboration with PHANTASIA here on Instagram. Beautiful artwork, absolutely stunning artwork. And this is her color story. And I have videos using most of these palettes. I will link them below if you'd like to check them out. If you want to, see a tutorial on the palettes that are in my collection, because I have videos on most of them. And I know I have videos on these Copacetic ones. But these are absolutely beautiful. We'll do one of the mattes. And we'll do this color here and this color here. That is so pretty, so foily and metallic, which would go great with that matte. And this is like one of those peachy pink purple flips. You're seeing more purpley pink and I'm seeing more peachy pink. But those were the palettes that I have from Copacetic. I have one more here from Coastal Scents. This is the Think Pink palette. I think this was a free gift with purchase. Excuse me. These are all hot pot shadows that they used to sell, single shadows. They call them hot pots. I still have some of those in a different palette, but these were single shades that they put into a palette. I have used this so many times and traveled with it. Excuse me. The black is more of a smoky black. It's not a bam in your face black, which is nice because some people don't like black shadows that are too intense because, it's just too much. But this one you can go in and layer until you get the intensity that you want, which I like. And I love a pink and gray color story. This color here, which is called, I forget what it's called. It's something white. Sterling white. Hold on a second. Let me get it out. There we go. White silver. White silver. This I used so much. I can't believe I haven't hit pan on it. I've used that color so much. It is a beautiful white silver. Use this for inner corner so many times. So pretty. And I'm sorry that they're gone, but I'm glad to still have some of their stuff in my collection. I have these two from E.L.F. This is the Opposites Attract and the Earth and Ocean. This is a really nice neutral color story. Real nice. The shadows in here are not the best, but I can work with them. Because I'm one of those people where I will take the mattes in here and then I will bring in another shadow from a different palette or something, and then I will, a shimmer or something. If the shimmers aren't shimmering, if they're not shimmering, then I will bring in something else to add a little bit more bam. But the mattes in here are really nice because it's mostly mattes. And then the Earth and Ocean, it's cool and warm tones that you have in here. This color Tundra, it's very flaky, but it's very pretty. But I love the blue side. I love the green side. So you have the Earth and the Ocean, duh. But these are nice. I think these are still available, not sure, but I think I got these at Walmart. For some D's, we have my DEVINAH palettes. This one was technically a palette. These were technically singles that she made palettes for, but I still consider them palettes. So this one is the Mystic Cove. It's absolutely stunning, these colors. I don't know if you can see any of the shifts in there. They are so pretty. We'll do a couple here. We'll do this purple one. We'll do this pinky one right here. And we'll do this orange. I know blue. I'm sorry. My baby blue is over here, wants to get in my lap. Sorry, baby. Mommy's filming, honey. I also have swatch videos on all of my DEVINAH shadows. Move this light. It's not giving you what I want here. not showing up the way that I want it to show, but give me just a second. All right, so I changed my background because the black was just washing things out, so you can see it a little bit better there. And you can see them in the mirror a little bit, how they look. So pretty. I love DEVINAH shadows. I am also an affiliate of DEVINAH, so if you want to pick any of these up, you can check the description box for my code to get 15% off. That is at your discretion. I appreciate it if you do. Thank you so much. And then we have the Sea of Shadows. Absolutely stunning as well. We'll swatch a green one, and we'll do this one. How about that? And we'll do a blue one. Why not? Let's do this one. How pretty those are and shiny. And next we have the Phantasia, which are some muted purples. And we will swatch a couple, why not? Do this one here. This one you see like a baby blue. I'm seeing like green and purple. So pretty. So pretty. So those were the palettes I have from DEVINAH. So now I'm going to pull out my ColourPop palettes. Alright, so these are all my ColourPop palettes. I'm going to put these separately because these are all those ones that came out, those, you know, monochromatic palettes and whatnot. I'm going to push those over here for now. Quite a few. And I'm just going to go into these here first. So this one is the Make Up Your Mind. This was a gift with purchase. It's very small, nice shadows. It has a wonderful silver in here, but my favorite silver is from ColourPop, which is Liberty, which is a Super Shock, but this one is just as nice. It's a really nice silver gray. Look at that. Really nice silver. I love a good silver, but this was a free gift with purchase, and it is a nice palette. The Tinkerbell, from the Tinkerbell collection, I got this and I think a lip gloss, which I have decluttered, and a blush. I like the blush. It's in Darling, and I love the packaging. It is embossed, and we have Tink on there. And the color story is nice. I also did, I think I also did a video using this. If not, it was a post on Instagram. The first time I used it, I was not impressed. I was not impressed with the shimmers because they did not shim. They did not shim at all. But the quality is okay. It's not the greatest ColourPop has, but it's okay. But I'm going to keep it in my collection because who doesn't love Tink? The Misunderstood from the Villains collection. I am a villain lover. I am a Disney villain lover, so I had to get this. My favorite Disney villain is Maleficent. She's queen. Next to her is the evil queen. So yeah, I love my Disney villains, so I had to get this. Very nice. I can make some really nice smoky looks with it, some neutral looks. This white is okay. It's good for blending out or for inner corner. It's not good to stand on its own, but it's fine. But I love this palette, so yes, I have to stand by my villains. The Lush Life is one of my favorite because the quality is awesome and the color story is so pretty. This has a dip in it. It's going to hit pan soon. You can see it. Absolutely gorgeous. And it reminds me, it's a great palette to pair with the At Forest site from their collaboration with Rob Beauty Christie. These two together would make great companions to each other. The quality in here is also great and amazing. I really enjoyed these two from ColourPop. This is an old collection with Bretman Rock. It was the Lit and the Wet palettes. This was a very long time ago, but I still have them and I still use them. I like the glittery top there, and I like the color story in here. And then the Lit one also has that on it, and that is the color story. Have the Powerpuff Girls here. I love me some Powerpuff Girls. Love this. It's pastels, but they do show up on my skin tone, and I love the glitter. Some people don't like pressed glitters. I love a good pressed glitter. I have a palette of just ColourPop pressed glitters, which I'm going to show here shortly. And I also have some single pressed glitters from them. And I like that they're like self-sticking. See, that came off. And they are really, really pretty. See, that looked blue in the pan, but it's got purple and all different other colors in there with it. So I love a good pressed glitter, and I love me some Powerpuff Girls. I did Powerpuff Girl nails last year. And then the Bon Voyage palette with BT21. I love me some BTS as well. So I had to get this. I mean, come on now. Love my K-pop and I love my BTS, and yes, I had to get this. And this is reminiscent of the color of the Powerpuff Girls one as well, but it's a little bit more vibrant. It's really nice. I love it. And again, I love the pressed glitters in here. So yeah, I had to support BT21. And this is the one that I have that is all pressed glitters. I got, this was marked, I think it was $20 for all of these. $20, which is not bad because I think they were $5 a piece. So I got a little bit of a discount, but these are gorgeous and I use them. I used to use them all the time, and I was going through my stuff and I was like, I wonder where I put these. I should be pulling these out because I love glitter on the inner corner, in the crease. I love a good glitter. So these will be pulled out and loved once again. And then we go to these here. And these are the ones they came out with all the different monochromatic color stories and whatnot. So we're gonna go through these. We'll start with the Big Poppy. I love this one because it does have some nice terracotta orange colors. I love those type of tones. This will be a great fall palette, but I really, really like this, so I had to have it. The Honey. I love yellow and brown. These browns are not dark enough, but I can always add one because I do have some ColourPop singles, and I would just add one of the ColourPop singles to make it more, you know, make it a little bit more for my skin tone. This color Palooza, I also have this in a single. I love their pressed glitters, beautiful. And I have gotten rid of a couple of my monochromatic palettes because they didn't go with my skin tone. But I wanted to collect them all, and then I ended up decluttering some. The High Tide, I love me a blue teal moment. The Blue Moon, I love a blue shadow. Love a blue shadow, and these are really nice blue shadows. This looks white, but it is a baby blue. This color here, Tide Pool. It's so pretty. Lilac You a Lot. Beautiful. And I paired this with the It's My Pleasure. These two together. If you like purples, these two together are great because you have your deepness over here that you can pair with these pastels over here. Especially for someone with, you know, a deeper skin tone, these two work well together. The Soul and Mar palettes. So pretty. Together, gorgeous. And I like this because it is deeper, but I also like this too. And I pair them together as well. They may not look like they will go together, but they do. The Ooh La La, which is pink. I don't wear a lot of pink eyeshadow, but when I do, I like something vibrant, something punchy that's going to be bam in your face. I wore a pink look yesterday that it was a little muted, but I had to add a little bit of like a duochrome pink on it to make it, that's just me. I can't just tone it down. I have to add some bam to it. That's just me. So, but this is a nice pink palette. The Blowing Smoke, I love a good smoky eye, and this is great for that because you have your black, you have your grays, you have a silver, white. This is absolutely beautiful if you like a good smoky eye. Oop. Main Squeeze, which are reds. Love me a good red. These are not as red as I like, but I have some palettes that have some awesome reds. But this is a really nice starter palette if you want to play with reds. And that also would go good with the Strawberry Shake, which is a little bit lighter. So these two together would be nice companions together with your deeper reds, and then a little bit more of a deeper contrast to these. These two would go great together. And then lastly, we have the Just My Luck, because I am a sucker for a green shadow, and these are gorgeous. Well, no, there isn't lastly. Hold the phone. How could I forget about these? Because that just reminded me when I saw this, I'm like, wait a minute, this would be a nice companion palette to this, which is The Child. I am a Star Wars junkie, and I almost forgot because these are up on display. I have a display with all my Star Wars stuff, so this would go great with the Just My Luck because these are more muted, grungy colors, and you can see I've used it. She is a mess, and it would go great with the Just My Luck. These two together would be absolutely amazing together. But yes, I love Baby Yoda. My husband bought me a giant Baby Yoda Funko Pop. He said, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get you a present for your birthday. And I was like, okay. And he knows I like Star Wars. Excuse me. When he told me he got me a pop, I was like, okay, because I have Pop, the regular size ones. And he brought that home, and I was like, so you got the biggest one that they had on the planet? This thing is huge, and it's a bobblehead. And it's still in the box. He's like, let's open it. I said, no, we don't open the pops. They're collector's items. We don't open the box. Don't open the box. Those of you who know, no, don't open the box. We have C3PO, which is gold. Of course, I wish they would come out with an R2-D2. You gotta have R2-D2 to go with C3PO. He's lonely. He needs his friend. See? He needs his friend. We need a R2-D2 one, which would be blue, silver, white, black. That's fine. Let's do it. But this is a nice palette. If you are a neutral lover, this would be great for you. And then of course I have the Star Wars palette. I have the shirt. That looks like this too, which is old school. So yeah, I have this. Whatever they come out with Star Wars with ColourPop, I'm getting. I've seen other collaborations for Star Wars, like the Pat McGrath. That was sad. No ma'am. Do better. But Star Wars with ColourPop, their collabs are awesome. And we have that here, and you can see she is much loved because she is dirty. I've used her a lot, and I did a collab with my friend Erica Conger here on YouTube and on Instagram. I did a look with her recently. We did a collab look using this palette. I will link it below if you'd like to watch. But yes, thank you, and yes. The Mandalorian palette, of course we had to get that to go with Baby Yoda. And this is more grungy, gray browns. I love this too because I like grungy colors. And again, I will link videos, there will be a lot below, of me using these and videos using these palettes, because I think I have done, again, videos on most or all of these. And then of course one of my favorite villains, Mr. Darth Vader. Love me a Darth Vader. Love it. And it is deep grays. This red is nice. It's more of a burgundy. Look at that. Look at that. That's a nice wine burgundy color. Beautiful. I wish they had one that was brighter for the saber, but that's okay. That is okay. But those are my ColourPop palettes. So those were ColourPop, and then we also did some more C's and E's and D's. All right, so those were C, D, and E eyeshadow palettes in my collection currently. Let me know if you have any of these, have used them, have decluttered them, any thoughts that you might have. I thank you all for being here. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you so very much. Make sure to follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next collection video.